What it do, people, man? We is back with another banger, with another video today. And today we doing, so this is Sunday smoke day, but we're going light today with it, man. We ain't going too crazy. I got me 2 whole chickens marinated overnight. Got one right there, and we got one right here.
What you marinated in?
I had just got some, it's like a citrus lime marinade from Sprouts. It's in a blue and green pack. I did it with some lamb chops one time, and it was all the way through there, and we only marinated them for like a couple hours. Hopefully it'll get all the way through here. The marinade get all the way through here, put some good smoke on it, and we're gonna see what it's gonna do. We're gonna take them out to see how they look, and then we're gonna hit it with a little bit of that smokehouse salt and pepper. So that's how we looking right now. That's how we looking. Like that marinade got down up and through there, if you ask me. So yeah, let's go ahead and take the second one out. You smell it? You can smell that marinade.
Oh yeah, I do.
Definitely down up and through there. All right, so boom, here we go. Here we go, here we go. All right, so we got both of them right here. Like I said, they've been marinating overnight. So we're gonna go with the smokehouse salt and pepper. Even though it's marinated, still gotta hit it with just a little bit of seasoning, man. Nice little flip. Nice little flip. And we're gonna go up under that skin right there too. I don't know if y'all can see, but we're gonna go this way with it. Get a little bit of that seasoning down up in there. Same thing with the other side. You're gonna pull that skin back like that right there. Rub that on in just like that. And now we is ready.
This what you call spatchcock?
This is what you call spatchcock chicken, man. Cut the spine out the back on both sides. You just go down with either a sharp knife or some shears. Split it right down the back, man. Pull the spine out.
Why do you spatchcock?
Get an even cook. For me, I get an even cook versus putting the whole chicken on there. I get a more of an even cook when I rip the spine out, flatten it out, and lay it on the grill or your smoker. Yeah, get a better smoke, better cook all the way around, if you ask me. But this is what we're looking like so far. And now we finna go ahead and throw these bad boys on Big Greasy behind us, man. Big Greasy is fired up. Come on over here, let me show y'all this temp real quick. So as of right now, I just put a fresh split in there. I put some pecan, and I threw some of that mesquite. My combo all the time is gonna be pecan with a little bit of mesquite. That's the combo. Try that combination out. Y'all tell me, let me know, drop down in the comments, let me know what y'all think. Again, pecan, mesquite chunks. And I just put some splits in there, so we're rolling a little high, a little over 300, but it's chicken. When I do my chicken, I don't too funny worry about the 225, 250 temps. You can roll it like that, but I roll it a little bit higher with my chicken because I like my skin a little crispy. And when you roll the chicken a little bit high, you definitely get that. It's still gonna be juicy. You're gonna get that crispy skin right there down to your nose. So this is how we looking. Go and get these bad boys on here.
That grill looking clean today.
But you know, I gotta keep it clean. I think I'm gonna go skin side down on this one. Yeah, we're gonna go skin side down on this one. All right.
Why are we working on the left side of the grill today instead of the right side?
Well, anytime you smoking, or anytime I'm smoking or whatever, I always use the side that don't have the most heat on it, because the farther I go to the firebox, the hotter it's gonna get. So if you just want some nice, clean, long drawn out smoke, you're gonna go on the left side, the far left side. So that's why I'm gonna put it over here. When I do my brisket, I'm gonna put it over here as well. Now I can use.
Hold on, what? You went by that too fast when you do your what?
When I do my brisket,
what?
When I finally do my brisket,
You've been
man,
waiting on that for 6 years.
I'm gonna get to it, man. I'm gonna get to it, I promise you. It's probably gonna be the next video after this or the video after the next video. It's coming though,
we're waiting patiently.
Don't judge my hands, y'all. But anyways, I use the left-hand side majority of the time because that's where I get the most good smoke. That's just the bottom line. The closer you are to the firebox, the hotter it's gonna get. So ever since I took the baffle plate out, I don't know if y'all peeped or not, but I definitely took the baffle plate out so I can use majority of the cooking chamber on this side. So probably about right there is where it get like extremely hot. From this part on over is when it get extremely hot. You can tell right there on the grates where it's like a little gray. And then like when you look right here, it's a little bit more shiny. So yeah, that's just the end all be all. I ain't got no $2,500, $3,000 smoker. I got Big Greasy and that's what we rolling with. So we're finna close this down, let this roll for about, I say about 2-3 hours, 2.5, 3 hours. And we're gonna see how these things look. Make sure this chicken is nice and crispy. The skin is nice and crispy. And then, hey, we're gonna rip it on down and make some chip barbecue, man. Stay tuned. All right, so let's go ahead and take a look at it, man. I had to get some of that marinade, some of that seasoning, and I just put it right on back across the top. So this, like I said, this chicken been marinating overnight, let's say about 12 hours, and I just hit it with some smokehouse salt and pepper. Smokehouse salt and pepper and the marinade for over 12 hours. Man, watch this. Just give me about 2 hours. Hey, y'all finna see how this chicken finna be drippy, juicy, with crispy skin, man. Y'all better tap in, stop playing. Close this bad boy down. Action, action. All right, so we back. It's been about an hour and a half. We're rolling a little over 300. This is how we looking, baby. Oh yes. That juice is pooling up. Let me go get my gloves. All right, so I had to go get me some gloves right quick, but as you can see, man, the juices is pooling up on here. Juices is pooling up real good. I'm about to lift it up real quick, just to see what it's looking like on the bottom half. Make sure we ain't getting no burns going on. Oh yeah, we good. Yeah, we good. Probably gonna let it roll for probably like another, I say probably like another hour. We're gonna check these internal temps and see where we at. Cause if we at 165, then we almost there. 165, they're supposed to be done. But yeah, we're gonna run about 175, 180 before I pull my chicken off. So we're sitting right at 162 in the thickest part of the meat, in the breast. So yeah, like I said, probably like another good hour, rolling at about 275, 300. Don't rush the process. Let it roll just like that. As you can see, like I said, we got that juices flowing up in there. Let me hit it with some of that M&A juice real quick.
Can't forget that.
At your local stores. Even though it's already pooling up with juice, but we just gonna make sure we just keep it nice and moist. This is actually my first time hitting it with some juice. All right, close it down. About to feed this fire one more time. One more good time. We're going one chunk. I'm gonna toss it right up in there. And then we're gonna go 2 splits of wood, cause these kind of small. Let me get my other glove. Yeah, we're gonna go two splits this time, cause these real small. Boom, pack that down, make sure the cold bed is nice. Then we're gonna go X style. Boom. We're gonna let that catch right fast. You know what, just for the time being, we're gonna go ahead and throw another chunk in there. Cause we right at 155, 160 with the chicken. So this is gonna be my last round right here, 2 splits, 2 chunks. So by the time all this catch and get heated up, we should be right at around 165, 170. So I'd say about another hour. we should be good. In another hour, the bone should be sliding right out, the juice flowing there with crispy skin. You know how we do it. All right, man, we 3 hours in. It's time for these birds to come on now. Whew. Okay. I'm gonna take the onions off. I just want them to get a little bit of smoke. Put them right here, actually. Put the onions right there. We're gonna go and take these birds off. These boys looking nice. We already temped them. They was temping at like 175, 180. So they good, actually. I'm gonna go right here with it. Boom. Look at that juice. Boom. Let's go in the house with it. All right, so this is the semi-finished product. This is how we looking, fresh off the grill, fresh off the smoker. We're gonna go ahead and just shred this on down. Oh yeah, it's coming all the way apart. All I did was bend the leg back. That smoked meat all the way through. Breaking apart real easy. Coming straight out the bone. Let's go in and get these deboned, and after that we should have nothing but a pan of freshly smoked meat. Man, we're gonna make some barbecue sandwiches. This is what 2 birds gonna get you. 2 birds broken all down. This is everything. The thighs, the wings, the breasts, all of it. 2 birds. And this is what we come up with. Nice little half pan, shredded pulled chicken. Now we finna hit it with some of that good barbecue sauce.
Vinegar base. I added a little vinegar to the bar.
Oh, a little vinegar based barbecue sauce? That's even better. A little vinegar based barbecue sauce. We got some buns over here, some grilled onions and some pickles. Now watch me create this masterpiece.
I did a balance between vinegar and sweet because you like vinegar base and I like sweet.
All right, let's go. I can smell the vinegar in here too. Carolina style barbecue. That's what it tastes like. That's what that vinegar base would be like.
Mm-hmm. Carolina barbecue is one of the best for sure.
Top tier for sure.
Mix it up with your hands.
All right, so here we go.
Dirty.
Get on up in there.
Over there looking for a spoon.
I was. This all the barbecue sauce you gonna want? Yeah, you like yours super saucy. This just about right how I like mine right here.
I'm gonna add a little bit more drizzle.
Now all I need is 1 big bun.
Wow.
1 big bun. But nah, there we go. That's how we looking. Now it's time to put these on the bun for real, for real. Let me get a little taste. Got your sweet. You definitely got that vinegar on now.
You like that, huh?
Oh man, let's put these together to get a bun. All right, let's go ahead and build this bad boy on up. I'm gonna go 1 big spoonful right across the top. Just like that. Same thing with the other one. Boom. One more little piece at the top. Boom. Now we cooking.
Now you smoking.
Now we smoking. Now we're gonna go with a little bit of grilled onions. This is optional.
Pickled onions would be good too.
Boom. Man, can't have a smoked chicken barbecue sandwich without a pickle. I know I can't. Boom. Boom. All right. All right, and last but not least, we just gonna hit it with a little cube across the top. A little cube across the top. And there you have it. a smoked chicken barbecue sandwich. Nothing too crazy, but it's looking real good. Talk to me.
Hold it up.
Birdman hand rub.
Let me see what you did.
You see what I did?
All right,
Let's see what I did.
I'm gonna take this one right here. Hold on, which one had 2 pickles on it? Okay, this one.
Ready?
Yes. Okay. I think this one. I think this one of your best birds. Birds.
Man, listen.
You did that.
When you got that combination of smoky, savory, sweet, with a little bit of that vinegar-based barbecue sauce in there, man, you can't lose either way you look at it. You know what I'm saying?
Tastes good.
Forehead kisses for the
You
win.
did good.